on to our third canvas. And for that one, we are going to paint something that is a little bit more realistic. So we've covered monochrome, expressionist, and now we're doing realism. So what we're going to do first of all is work out where you want your sky and your land to be. And we're just going to paint straight in. So where your sky and your land is going to be, put some masking tape across. You're going to grab some white and some blue. For my sky, I think I'm just going to use a smallish brush. Dip into some blue, add a little white, so it's a blue-white sky. You could always go a little darker at the top if you wanted to and have it go lighter to the horizon, and you can bring clouds into it. You'll see I'm making my brush strokes still expressive, so they're going different directions, but the colors are more realistic. Now it's time to take off that tape, which is very satisfying. Don't worry if it runs underneath, it just gives you a nice horizon, a nice straight edge. To paint the hills in, we're actually going to start with a darker blue, because things in the distance actually have a pale blue color to them. So by using a dark blue, you could add a little bit of white. If you add light blue or white to the dark blue, it'll make those hills go back further into the distance. Now I'm adding just a little bit of black to my blue just to bring it forward a little bit, because as it gets a little darker, it does come closer. So I'm painting in a small brush to make it look like trees. Now I'm getting a yellow ochre paint. It's a slight brown yellow, and this is basically the dirt. So we're painting in the ground first, where I'll mix my colors on top. So it's just a base. Once you have the ground complete, then dry it with a hairdryer. So I've actually come back and my paint is dry. Now we're ready to add the next layer. For the next layer, you can use a fan brush. See my brush there? That gives you really nice marks like grass, but you can also use a normal acrylic brush as well. I would just use a small or a medium acrylic brush or a fan brush. Now this paint I used in the previous painting, so it is really dry. Your paint will not be this dry. You can see it's a bit chunky, so I had to spray water on it and mix white into it. So now what I'm going to do is some mark making into a hill shape. So I'm lightly drawing in my hill shape, and then above it I'm doing flicks upwards to look like grass. This takes a little bit of layering of light green, a little bit of dark green, some white, and a little bit of yellow, as you will see in the rest of this video. I've changed my brush to the blue handled brush to mark in a little bit of the foreground. If you want the viewer's eyes to come forward and for it to look realistic, you need to bring in a little bit of warm colors. So I'm doing that by putting in warm grass and just very simple flowers. I'm just using dots for the flowers. But you can see that the cool colors are going back into the distance, and those warm colors, the yellows and the greens and the reds, and with that nice yellow ochre underneath, it's really pulling you forward. Your eyes are moving down the landscape. Now I'm starting to add just a little bit of shadow, not too much, but having some lights and darks is going to make it look a little bit more realistic, because as the sun hits, of course, it forms some shadows. So now I'm getting the fan brush just to chop it up a little bit. I'm using it, notice how I'm using it, I'm flicking it up flat, and I'm using it vertical. So just play with the mark making, and if you don't like it, change your brush to something else. But you want a little bit of grass, stamping, and warm colors right there down at that bottom corner. Now for the most satisfying part when you are done is we are going to carefully peel the tape off of the canvas. This should leave you with nice, smooth, clean black lines from the background of the canvas. And this is the reason why we're working on a black canvas. Congratulations! You have finished 3 mini paintings. Remember, this is just practice so you can learn. So if something didn't work out for you, you'll know how to do it well next time. So we have monochromatic, which is one color with tints and tones. We have expressionist, bright colors that communicate how we feel. And realistic, where it goes back into the distance by using cool colors and comes forward with warm colors. Enjoy! I can't wait to see what you choose for your final.